Banana.
Green and yellow hell in a handbasket.
Is that the next
Hey,
lyric?
everybody. Yeah, it's the next lyrics. Green and yellow hell in a handbasket.
What does that mean? Is that like puke? Green and yellow?
Why do you have to make sense of everything, Murph? Just go with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we lived in a crazy world. Sorry.
Really? Okay, Mr. Naivety.
Try to make sense of things.
Man, why do I do this show with you again?
I didn't know your group sang songs like Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die, where the words aren't even a... So
Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Da? That's an actual song, isn't it?
It is, yeah. That's what the lyric... It is. Dabba Dee Dabba Da is the lyrics.
That's a dumb damn song, too. All right, anyway.
Welcome,
Mo Biggs. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Mo Biggs.
We have Crazy Mad in the chat. All right.
Yeah, Crazy Mad.
Oh, God. See, I'm not ready for that shit. Anyway.
Okay. Tone it down. Tone it down. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. Dang.
Dude.
So how's everybody doing this week?
You can't say stuff like that and then get mad at me when I go off the hook.
I'm not mad. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with you.
Okay.
I don't know how to deal with you. But anyway, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming back to another week. Murph and Dirk, duke it out. This week we have an interesting show. I think we have some fun things to talk about.
Hey, whoa. Are we still Murph and Dirk duke it out? Did we drop the duke it out part?
I mean, everybody still calls us that. That's what our channel's called, so whatever.
Do people call us Murph and Dirk duke it out, or do they just say Murph and Dirk?
It's still our channel. It's still called Murph and Dirk Duke It Out. So it is what it is, man.
Okay.
Does it matter? Does it really? We don't have enough people in the chat to worry about it.
Okay.
So anyway. Dang. At least I'm not going to worry about it yet. Anyway, guys, welcome
Your
back.
volume just got low.
Oh, God. Every time I try to talk.
I told you, you didn't put the reins on me
off. Like, this is why it's Duke It Out, because of this shit. Shut your damn mouth. Anyway, welcome back to the show. Thank you guys for coming back. And this week, we hope to have some fun. We are having fun, but we want you to have some fun too. We're going to talk about some weird stuff, and hopefully you will enjoy what we're going to talk about in just a moment.
What's with this all hope? We're going to have fun, and people are going to enjoy it.
What are you even talking about? Look at this. B-Rose in the house.
Oh, wow. B-Rose. Usually when he's here, he's super late. That's interesting. Nice.
See, that song's called I'm Blue and it's trash.
It's not trash. I enjoy it. I can listen to
it. People say things for short sometimes. They didn't rename It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia to Always Sunny just because people say that for short. See? That's what I mean.
Oh, well, Mo, Derek and I did have a conversation because we really don't duke it out as much as we thought we would.
Oh, yes,
Derek's
we do.
Dude, off channel.
Oh, yes,
Derek's
we do.
Much more of an asshole. So.
Oh, man, I have your face on a punching bag here at my house. So just so you know, it's just right there. Get it.
I didn't get paid for that.
I don't give a shit.
That's my likeness. There should be a TM on
that. You owe me in blood anyway, so it's okay.
I'm suing you.
You owe me in blood. That's what I have to say. Anyway, let's get right to it. We have a question of the week. Crazy Mad's question of the week. Now, if you could ride any animal or mythological animal into battle, what would it be and why?
I have to say, Crazy Mad, this is a great friggin' question. This is one of your best.
Really?
And I'm not being sarcastic. I really am. This is an awesome question. And this is going to take a couple minutes because it's going to be cool to see what the chat. And I
do want to see what they'll say.
I'm still not sure what my answer is because this is an awesome question.
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm reading some of the chat and it's making me laugh, but I have to think of the animal here. It's going to take me a couple minutes because there's so many damn cool mythological animals. What would you write into?
Well, he said any animal, so like you could write a freaking T-Rex. Like,
I mean, okay, yeah. He said, we'll decide if we enjoy it. If it's this mountain a giant, if is this mountain a giant, we will not enjoy this.
That's funny.
I still love that show. That was a good one.
I don't understand why people hated that so much. Like, we were having fun with it. We weren't like, gosh. I guess mountains are off limits. That's something we need to respect.
Oh, it's too good, man. Well, I mean, I don't know. So there's several things I would want. Like, man, I always love Battle Cat. So whenever you think of riding a cat in with battle armor,
like remember in Avatar where the girl rides like a panther type of animal? That thing was cool when she was on that.
Yeah. But
and mythological then, of course, in Avatar, he rides a huge freaking bird, hawk, whatever type of thing that thing was.
Yeah. Man.
I mean, a dragon would be awesome. Like, man, just a friggin' dragon.
Yeah, centaurs would be cool.
Yeah.
Minotaurs. But minotaurs you wouldn't ride. They're more their own beast, right?
You know what? Riding Aslan from Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe would be pretty badass.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Behemoth?
Oh, what was that thing called in Never Ending Story? The
white dog. Was that thing? That big dog.
Yeah, was he a dog? He was kind of like wasn't he more of like a dragon, like an Asian type of dragon thingamajig?
Right.
I
don't know. I think maybe, I don't know. Crazy Mad says, I'm riding a bear.
Oh, that's a good
one. And
now,
Mo says,
if he kept it to natural animals, then I feel like the mythological ones are more badass than any real one could be.
Yeah, if you're talking about dragons, I don't know how you could get any bigger than dragons though. Or a kraken in sea battle, would probably dish out the most damage. But I imagine they'd be hard to ride and you might get dizzy and fall off. Or eaten. And at Falcor, Falcor the Luck Dragon, yes.
So he is a dragon, okay.
Yeah, he was a dragon, yes. So I mean, I only watched that movie, but I didn't get into it like a lot of people did. Didn't care for that movie very much at all.
Oh, dude, what about riding in Lord of the Rings, where Gandalf says, "You shall not pass"? One of those things. The Balrog, dude. Those things are badass.
That's not meant to be ridden, though, right? Like, I would think some things you would not be able to ride.
What do you mean? You'd just be on his head, right? Like
certain beasts would not allow you. I don't think that would probably be one.
That's not the question. It's not whether it allow you or
not. A dragon would suck to sit on.
Well, no. Look at what they do look what they do in Game of Thrones. How they ride them like horses. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have saddles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You could saddle anything, honestly.
Maybe, but yeah. See, the Balrog's already on fire. I think you would catch on fire too. It's like a burning coal. So I don't think you would be able to touch it. That's a good point.
You'd be losing tons of weight. You'd just be sweating.
There are so many things to pick, though. It's kind of ridiculous. It's such a big question. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it would take a short amount of time to think about. I think you'd have to think a lot to get a lot in your head. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm riding Hank McCoy, letting beasts just going all over the place.
Hell? You would ride Hank McCoy. gosh. By the way, Murph, all my questions are great questions.
Nice.
That's a good one, Crazy Man.
I
love it.
I feel like we're forgetting something. Like there has to
we
be
are.
a really cool animal in like some IP. Like I'm thinking Lord of the Rings, nothing's really coming. I'm thinking Star Wars, like Marvel, like what is out there that's like
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think there's only so many, and then you start getting ridiculous, and probably wouldn't happen. I mean, none of it's going to happen, but that don't matter. Anyway.
Well, did you pick? Did you say this is what?
I think I'm going with, I mean, damn. I mean, the behemoth, that's a mythological creature.
Leviathan?
No, behemoth. Behemoth is a land animal.
Yeah.
So I would go into battle in that. You could armor that bitch up any way you wanted
to. I still feel like something that would fly is probably like the coolest. Right?
Hank and Kevin is the new Bill and Frank. Yes. Yes, sir. And then you got, wait, that didn't show up. I have there we go. Maybe a prehistoric short-faced bear or a mastodon. Woo, mastodon would be kind of cool. That's not funny, Mo. That's not funny.
Mastodon would be cool.
That's not funny at all, Mo. It's not funny. Oh, shit. Anyway.
Okay, I guess I'm going to say dragon, but I feel like there's something out there that I'm going to be like, oh, why didn't I pick that?
I mean, truly, if you don't pick a dragon, you're kind of like, or something as big and monstrous as a dragon, you're kind of just going to get wasted, right?
Yeah.
For the most part. That's why I picked the behemoth, because it's so big and so, like, I think it could stand up to a dragon for a little bit. You know what I mean? And if you armor it up, you might stand a chance.
You're right, because he did say into battle. So it's not like you're just having fun. Like this is something you're gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna be on it, wreaking havoc. So.
Yeah.
Mountain giants.
Yeah, they have mountain giants in The Hobbit. Those stone giants fighting each other.
Yeah. I love it. Okay. B-Rose. We didn't hear from B-Rose, though. I wonder what he would pick. I want to hear. If you're still there, B-Rose, let's hear what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
But, okay. So, this week, got a couple things I want to show. In fact, I need to go here and share, and then I'll be able to do it with you guys. Like, present. Sorry, I should have had this ready. So Murph and I went back in and reworked the logo a little bit to finish it. And I think we've come up with the final version of the logo. So we're not going to ask for any more input. I think we're going to pretty much say, hey, this is it.
We always listen to input, but no, we're happy. We're happy with this.
Yeah. Well, what I mean is we're not going to take it as, okay, we're going to make changes.
Yeah, yeah. So. Unless someone sees something that's like that we miss, and then we see it and we're like, oh shit, how did we miss that? But I don't think that's gonna. Just saying.
Right. B-Rose would pick a Charizard. I think that's Pokemon, right?
Yeah, that's the orange dragon. Yeah.
B-Rose is riding a chicken. That's funny. Well, okay, let me get this on here. I'm gonna share this. So this is what we're coming up with the final logo, guys. So we took off the bird.
Bird is the
now,
word. The bird.
This is the final design. It's not the final actual logo. And the reason I say that is because this is a mock-up, because I colored it and because I, did a lot of the, not just colors, but like texture to it. We're going to send it off to a real colorist who will do it the right way. But This is the final design concept mock-up. Okay. And I hope you guys like it. That's what I'm going to say. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. Oops, too far.
That's not the logo.
Yeah, Dirk.
Dirk.
You got to give me a minute. My computer's funny right now.
Dude, we're live. Stop boomering this up.
Yeah, I can boomer it up all I want.
We're doing it live.
So there you go. There's the logo in all its glory. Raiden Radio, welcome. Thanks for coming by, man.
Hey, Raiden.
Yeah, so this is it. It's way better than the last one, Crazy Mad says.
I don't know what any of those. He put a bunch of Charizards. I didn't know there were different Charizards.
Oh, yeah. Shiny Mega Charizard Y is my favorite, though.
I have not.
That's funny. Yeah, we can't get on that route. That's for sure. Logo needs some color, background color to set it apart from the art. Yeah, I know what you mean by that, and it will. It's going to be, remember, this is just a mock-up. This is not the final color or texture of the rocks. We just wanted to make it look like rune stones, and that the letters were raised up off the stones a little bit. And then the final concept that we want to do with the coloring, and because I don't know how to do it, is to make it look like light is coming out of the runes towards you, the reader. So it looked like the runes are actually, powering up. And it's not going to take away from the picture, though. It's just going to start looking like it's starting to come through. So he's going to add color. Yeah, so the color's coming. We just wanted the mock-up of the design so you get the idea. But we're real happy with the layout and the runes and the way they kind of fit together real tightly, kind of like those ancient stones in Peru and pyramids did and stuff. So it's got more of an ancient look. It's got it's just got that mysterious look to it. So it'd be cool. I'm glad you guys are liking it, though. Runerigus?
Well, they really worked on that name, right?
Yeah, they did.
It's a rune Pokemon.
Yeah, like the Sankara stones, but with letters. Yeah. And that's what we want. I mean, I think it'll be really cool. It gives off the kind of an ancient look plus mysterious. And then once we get the final color, it'll really add to it.
We're fantasy, so you're going to get a lot of castles and wars going. So I mean, it's a big thing with
Yeah,
that's the thing with fantasy.
Yep, I think it's going to work great. So, yep, there it is. So there we are. There's the change, and that's what we're hoping to accomplish, and I think we feel pretty good about it. So we're going to move forward with it.
And those that backed us from the beginning have a very limited edition first comic book. First issue, because that logo is never coming back. So from now on, anyone who buys the book will have this logo. So the first run, very limited, about 70 books out there. So
yeah,
which we like that. We want people who back us to have limited things and have things a little bit nicer and different that other people don't have access to.
Yep, it's really cool. So, okay, so that's that. Boom. There we are. Which brings us to the next thing we wanted to talk about. So we had some, some interesting news come up and things I saw online. And I was like, oh, this is an interesting topic. In this show, we love to talk about supernatural things and question them, just see it. Do you think it's real? What do you think about these kinds of things? And what do you think about these kinds of stories that happen? Everybody's very familiar with the Israeli war going on, with the Gaza Strip, everything that's happened over there with the Palestinians and the Israelis. And so we kind of want to hit upon that just for a second, but not get political. This is not a political stream for sure.
Nope. Thanks, Biden.
You can put out an extended version called EC, the Extra Celestial. I like that. That's a good one.
We probably will do things like that. I love Lord of the Rings, how the extended editions, we will probably eventually down the line do that with our stories. Because, I mean, honestly, this first book could have been 45 pages if it wasn't for Dirk being like, no, it's got to be 30. My arm's killing me. So, could always add in side stories.
Wow. Anyway, back to the show.
There was no lie there. Where's the lie in that one, Derek? I brought 45 pages. I brought 45 pages to him.
You're still butthurt over it.
No, I'm not butthurt. I'm being funny, but true too. Like I'm not butthurt. I think it makes the story better. You're right. Like cut out some things that I could put in there, other issues.
Shoot. Look at that. I don't think Murph got the joke.
What joke?
Release the Murph cut. Okay, anyway.
What joke is he talking about?
It's all right. Let's move on.
Well, no. If I didn't get it, I want to get it.
It's fine, man. It's all fine.
No. You bastard. You know this is going to bother me for the rest of the night. You tell me what I missed.
It's fine.
You're Stop fine. It. I know when you say that shit, it's not fine. Damn it.
That makes it even better. I'm just going to keep that going. You
accepted me. All right, let's go on to the next topic. Now I'm frustrated.
Okay, guys. So this is what I wanted to show. It's a short video, and I think it's a very interesting story. You'll have to read subtitles. They are speaking in their language. It's not in English, so you'll have to read. But we'll kind of summarize the story after it's all over anyway. So it's all good. Let me know if you can't hear this.
You don't need to hear it. You just said
do that.
Stop speaking.
هذا في ملاك اجوا ضوء يضوي ما حين ما سمعت صوت المقذفات وجهي لأنا عشان أشوفهم لأنا من أول ما لفيت الجهة طلعت عليه ما لقيتوش اختفى سبحان الله الله بعث لي ملاك بحث ما شفتش أنا بس شفت أكنه ضوء وجهه حتى ضوء يرعى وجهه اللي هنا بعديها بعد ما طلعونا.
Ooh, okay.
Did you read anything about this? Because I didn't realize. So he was under rocks for days?
Yeah, that's what he says. So
okay.
The story is his house got, turned to rubble through bombing. The Israelis bombed his area in the Gaza Strip, turned his house to rubble. He's buried under the rubble for a while. And
which, honestly, just in that itself is a miracle that he didn't die just from that.
Like, I mean, yeah, when you think about that, it's like, my gosh. So he's laying there in the rubble. And he says he turns, he looks, and he sees an angel appear and bring him light. So the angel brings light to his area and lights it up. I'm sure it was pretty scary to be in the dark, because I would think that would have to be just total blackness being buried like that. You know what I mean? So it would be utterly terrifying, not being able to move, not see anything.
Especially, what do you think? He's like 7 or 8, maybe 10 at the most.
Maybe, yeah, in that range, right? So very young child. You couldn't even imagine probably the fear going through him that, just what that would mount up to be. So, it's just amazing to think of the I don't know, just the level of craziness that's going on around him, because I'm sure that's not the first. Well, he's seen bombings all over the place, right?
Yeah, that area, frig, man. There's always wars going on over there.
Yeah. The only thing I'm sure of is that it's not propaganda. So, I mean, and that's what I wanted to talk about.
But I mean, the kid, you could tell he's telling you what, he's not making anything up. This is what he experienced. And I mean, it is interesting. Like, there's tons of stuff like that with wars and with, like, you hear this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that see things that aren't real because they have mental health issues. This kid isn't, I mean, yeah, he's injured, but he's talking straight. Like, he's talking.
Oh yeah.
as a normal.
It's matter of fact. He's talking matter of factly. He's not talking like making shit up. Now, who knows? Maybe it's his imagination. Maybe in that fear he was making things up. Who knows? I think it's interesting to think about because these kinds of stories seem to happen in war quite often.
Yeah.
And not only that, I mean, damn, when you hear about this kind of stuff, it does bring you some hope in the midst of chaos, right? Like when you're actually thinking of what's actually going on in those areas, they're in turmoil constantly, no matter who they are. Because you're seeing like whole city blocks just getting blown up.
Well, remember September 11th? And that was just like...
Yeah, the horror that went through us. So we weren't even in New York, right?
Yeah.
And the horror that was going through our, our minds, our hearts, it was terrifying. I remember that. I still remember it to this day, what it was like.
Yeah, the shock and awe. Yeah.
Yeah. I still remember that too, shock and awe. Do you remember when that happened? When they were in Iraq and they launched?
I don't know what you're talking about with shock and awe. That's something.
I'm trying to remember when they actually launched in Iraq. Was that shortly after 9/11 when they were fighting that? They just did a shock and awe assault on Iraq because they were going after Saddam Hussein. Do you remember when that happened too? That was pretty crazy. They showed all the missiles going over and just.
But they called it shock and awe, or are you just saying that yourself?
No, I think they called it shock and awe. So, remember that time Haley Joel Osment actually saw ghosts? That's funny. I'm not saying what this kid saw was real, but it does make you question, what did he see?
Well, here's the thing though. This is things where, I mean, I've definitely experienced things and talked with people about.
Mo's totally making fun of us.
Sure.
So he says, you can't convince me Haley was just acting and saying the lines given to him. He was way too matter of fact.
Sometimes
I'm not saying that proves anything.
Sometimes I just want to punch him. Like just
punch him. Yes. No, really though, I don't think necessarily that he.
Well, here's the thing.
But that doesn't mean it was real. It could have been totally.
First of all, let's go to actual science if we want to talk about what's real. You know, your five senses can be manipulative. Manipulated just like the Matrix.
Sure.
But as well, like we don't see all of reality. If we did, you'd actually be blinded. Like if you could see all matter and everything in front of your face.
Really?
Yes. But I'll never forget one of my chemistry teachers actually believed we were more ghosts than what ghosts are. Like not just talking about dimensions, but like how our bodies, if you went like you remember with TVs when they had antennas, if you touch the antenna, we're great conductors for that shit. And radio waves go through us and, the internet and all that. So like in a weird way, we're almost more ghosts. Like we might be less reality than what reality actually is.
Wow. More human than human?
Well, I mean, you think human's real, but scientifically, when you get to matter and everything, and so I definitely think there's things out there that
it could be.
That's a really cool painting. Where'd you get that from?
I just found it.
Why are the angels upside down though?
The truth is, I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of spiritual stuff that happens. I think there are miracles that do happen during war. I think in terrible times, there are things that happen. If you listen to some of the stories that happened during 9/11, there were some miracles out of that. I don't know if people just reach for that for their hope. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to find hope in the midst of the chaos and the terror. But it does make you wonder. Let's go to actual science. Someone with that massive head wound would obviously have no bruises or black eyes. Oh, shit.
Time out, Mo. Is there a way to kick him?
I think it's hilarious, but
funny.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, the truth is we don't know. Maybe it could have black and blue his eyes, or maybe not. I don't know how serious the head wound is. People have come out of that kind of stuff before, you know?
Yeah.
So it just depends. I don't know. That's what the questions are, right? So did he see an angel? Possibly.
I think he did.
Possibly not. I like to think that he did, because I think it's a pretty friggin' cool story. Yeah. And I like those stories of hope in the midst of all that. I think it's really awesome to hear. It's sad that they're going through that kind of stuff. We know nothing of it. We don't know anything like they're living through. So I'm sure, it's just a completely upside down world.
Yeah, right. What America? How many, like the World Trade Center, the Oklahoma City bombing, Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
Like those are the closest things, right, to really like having war on our land. I mean, outside the American Revolution and Civil War, but I mean,
Civil War. I mean, really, our wars happened a long time ago, and we haven't seen anything since.
Yeah, war on our. It's been a long time since war on our land has happened.
Right. Yep, it's been a long time, and our, I wonder what we would actually be like, if the war was to come here again.
Because I don't think in our lifetime we'll see it.
I'm not sure. I don't know, man. It's weird because I think a lot of people for a long time have been scared to come over here.
Well, none of them have bait. Like with us, why we're so easily able to get involved in other countries' wars and things is because we have so many areas and places. Like other countries don't have anything near us to have a home base. Like they'd have to be on the water. You know what I mean? Like they can't, unless they invaded Canada and then they have mere military bases there. But you know what I mean?
Mexico. I wonder if they can do Mexico. I don't know. But
probably Mexico. You're right.
The interesting thing is, even if they had a base, it makes me wonder what the guerrilla warfare would be. I mean, they would have to move in the country at some point. I think they're afraid of us because a lot of people own guns here. I think that's a big reason why they're afraid. I'm not saying that would fully stop them necessarily, but I think it would give them some issues. And so they couldn't just take us over. You know what I mean? I think we would be a hard fight. That's for damn sure. Now, this generation, though, I mean, it's getting easier and easier as I think about it.
You think our military's weaker now?
I would say it's probably weaker, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, I feel like we probably have the best technology than we've ever had. Like our war machines are probably better than we've ever had.
Oh yeah, our military is, I mean, as far as technology goes, yes.
Do we even need troops anymore? Just freaking have
drones. Yeah.
Seriously, right?
Yeah, look at that.
Probably should have made drones after getting control of AI, and instead of having all these drones now while AI is starting up.
Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Well, look at this. Look at this right here, though. You really believe Trudeau would allow Chinese in Canada? Oh, he already did?
That's funny.
And you know what? We did too, because we allowed them to trade. And a lot of our infrastructure is built with Chinese materials. So it's happening to us too, unfortunately. We have the sharpest commander in chief and the sassiest trans generals on the planet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think our military is different, but that don't mean, we don't have people that are going to step up. I definitely think we have, people who will. It's just that compared to where it was back in that day, back in World War II, I don't believe we're that level.
Well, let's be honest. We're able to have all this bullshit that we do have going on because we have so much peace here. Like, you know what I mean? The political stuff, we'll get riled up we have that because we don't worry about being invaded. It's
right. Okay, so that brings us to the next story. You said you have one.
Oh, well, because when you saw this kid and you want to talk about it, I always remember. Now I couldn't find it. I know I had teachers tell me that George Washington was nicknamed the Ghost because he just had so many instances where he was shot at and nothing happened. But every time I put it in Google, there was these ghost stories of George Washington.
Yeah, that's really
I
crappy.
didn't want to get into, but I was able to. Isn't that weird that there's stories of George Washington's ghost leading people out of battle? But what I was able to find is a lot of people wonder if he was like bulletproof. And just interesting things. Like, even when you think about it too, he was a big guy. Like, especially during then, he was 6'2", and like the normal male height then was like 5'4". So like, he's a big guy. So
hey Jim, thanks for coming, man.
Someone, huh?
Hey Jim, thanks for coming. In case you didn't hear me.
Yeah, I didn't. I was
Jim Cox. Sorry. Yeah, he's a big dude. I mean, I've heard that he was pretty tall. I didn't know how big he actually was, but yeah, I knew he was tall.
And there's just different times where, like, there was this one instance where he was riding through a battle and actually 4 bullet holes went through his coat. So I do remember that. I swear his nickname was the Ghost because of that.
I don't remember. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard this, but I think I might have heard of some of the ghost stories and maybe got it, in place of that. But did you come up with anything at all where they said he was an actual ghost, or was called a ghost because of the way he fought?
Yeah, I can't. No, because of being bulletproof. Like,
oh, okay.
How many times he had been shot at, even with like cannons.
Okay.
And yet he still never got hit. There was this one time where they said he was actually in between 2 lines of men firing guns at each other while he was running his horse through it and didn't get hit.
This is why I got this one.
What?
During the Battle of Monongahela in 1755, he earned his legend by leading his troops, even when all other officers around him had been shot off their horses. He left the battle with 4 bullet holes in his coat.
Yeah.
One in his hat, a bullet fragment in his hair, bullet fragments in his hair, and 2 horses shot out from under him, but he was unscathed. That's awesome. I think that's awesome. I love to hear stuff like that.
Yeah, and I mean that kind of goes with the whole angel thing and stuff of war. Like, that's a miracle, man. Like,
that's got to be miracles. I mean, you think about that's a lot of damn bullets to come flying at you. 2 horses go out from under you, and you don't get nothing. You have nothing. Just
what's even crazier thing is, while in war too, Washington had 9 diseases.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, like, this guy just would not die. You know what I mean?
He just wouldn't die. That's awesome. I mean, I think that's cool. It's cool to hear some of these dudes, man.
There was a battle where both of his horses were shot dead. So he was riding a horse. It got shot dead. He fell off it. He got another horse. And then that horse got shot and killed. And then he just keeps going. Like, give me another horse. Like,
that's what I just said. Yeah, he had 2 horses shot out from under him.
Oh, I didn't hear you say. I heard you say about the 4 bullet holes and.
No, but it's in the same story. Like, he totally he earned that title. That's pretty cool, man. I'm sure there's a bunch of stories like that in World War II, World War I. But
so they say here during the 1777 battle at Princeton, Washington rode on his horse as bullets fired from British rifles 30 yards away, whistling around him. When troops worried about their leader getting shot, he simply said to them, "Parade with me, my fine fellows. We will have them soon." Like, damn, dude.
Inspiring.
30 yards? That's nothing.
I mean, inspiring them to fight even in the midst of all that. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. That's what happens when you own up to chopping down a cherry tree like a man. Oh, that's good stuff. I love it. Those are fun. Very cool. Well, we need some more stuff like that. We need
There's one thing I'm reading. He had 6 of the most lethal diseases of his times. So he had tuberculosis, dysentery, pneumonia, malaria, smallpox, and whatever diphtheria.
Diphtheria.
What's that?
I'm not sure what it is. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Have to look it up, man. Look it up. Diphtheria. I don't even know how you spell it.
Diphtheria.
Yeah. So an infection caused by the bacterium Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Most infections are asymptomatic or have a mild clinical course. The lethality rate approaches cut off on me, but still, it's like a barking cough, sore throat, fever.
Damn.
So it's infectious disease, though. I'm sure back then that was pretty rough, though. So I'm sure it sucked to get sick.
Well, let's be honest. They were tougher than us.
They were tougher, but they also died at a younger age, so they weren't as tough in a lot of ways either. So, as much as you may say that, although they were ready to go headlong into battle and not give a shit. Microorganisms in the digestive tract, I think. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh man, screw that.
Damn. But that's what I'm talking about. You know, I'm sure they ate a lot of stuff that
wasn't cooked.
Yeah, I mean, they probably had all kinds of shit that they didn't eat, didn't cook right. And it caused probably a lot of bacteria back then.
Oh. So,
fun times. But the miracles, I think, are amazing to hear. In the war, I mean, we hear about these things all the time, and it's amazing to see, when these people actually lived through this stuff. So I was actually going to show, I think I got off, and that sucks. It talks about the miracle of the 6-Day War. Let me go back. Miracles of the 6-Day. Yeah, the 6-Day War. It's coming up here. Just give me a sec.
So how did you even see that thing about the kid? I mean, I don't watch the news because it's. Yeah. How did you even find that thing?
So I just saw a video of it that they were
on TikTok.
Yeah, it was like a news thing, and then people were talking about it. So it's got a few videos out about it, and I'm gonna watch another video after we get off of here because it's an interesting channel that I follow called Mysterious Middle East, and they talk about a lot of the mythology of the Middle East, and so they had it on there as well,
like Crazy Mad being the Jinn.
Yeah, exactly. So miracles of the 6-Day War. One of the miracles that they talk about of that is actually pretty interesting. It talks about all these Arab countries were surrounding the Israelis, and an Egyptian tank commander saw a mirage. What he later described, he thought it might have been a mirage, but I think in reality, when he was there, that's what it was, because he's looking across the desert. He sees these tanks, and what he sees is 100 tanks out in the desert. Come to find out, it was only about 12 tanks, and it made him think that he was seeing many more. And they surrendered in the battle and did not fight, even though they were vastly outnumbered. The Israelis were vastly outnumbered by the Egyptians and other Arab countries. And it's just interesting to hear a story like that where, such a massive army would surrender because they thought they were up against a massive army. You know what I mean? And it wasn't true. And that's just one of the many stories that comes out of that war. I think that's an amazing story to think about.
And again, though, too, you think that's a miracle for the winners, but maybe that was a miracle for the losers. Like none of them died because of that, because they surrendered. Now you don't want to lose war and stuff, but when, right?
Mo's catching us on everything we're saying tonight. Yeah, that's true. They weren't as tough in the sense that toughness means having better medicine and medical technology.
Yeah, he's getting you on that.
Partially, but also our immune systems have grown since then too.
That doesn't mean we're tougher, though. We get paper cuts and we cry. Their legs got chopped off without friggin'.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're tougher. I think you had men who were more willing to fight. That's for damn sure. Tougher that way. Yes.
Oh, I'm going to punch Mo after this one.
Sure. Washington continued fighting in battle with 7 life-threatening illnesses, and Murph misses 3 weeks of streams every time he gets the sniffles, but we're tougher today.
I didn't say that, though. Derek's saying we're tougher today.
Oh, I love it.
Tougher.
Son of a bitch. Don't forget his phone call, lad.
Son of a bitch.
A bitch. Anyway, that was great. Dojo, welcome. Thanks for coming by. The imagery in the video for Thanks for Asking by Five Finger Death Punch is a mind-boggling merger of hundreds of art pieces of angels and devils. Oh, that's cool. Very nice.
Oh, that's interesting.
So we were just talking about, miracles during...
Miracles and angels in the story.
Yeah, angels coming to children, mirages in the desert, making smaller armies look much larger, and larger armies surrendering to the smaller army because of this. These stories are kind of, I don't know, it's just, I guess we're finding hope in the midst of chaos when we do that. Hey, we got Bancroft here too. Welcome, Bancroft. Good to see you, man. He says, I actually have the sniffles at the moment. Oh, no.
It's Mo's fault. He jinxed you. Blame it on Mo.
Oh, man.
Bancroft has the sniffles, and now Mo is talking about being sick.
Mm-hmm.
Now Mo wants sympathy,
But look at this. Look at this. They got you here, Murph.
Yet
we're still here. Unlike Murph, who half the time sends Dirk a note from his mom on why he couldn't be here. You gotta love it. Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So true, Mo. You've never spoken truer words, I have to say. It is amazing.
I know,
but
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I was solo for a couple weeks there. Was it a couple weeks? I think it was a couple weeks. You were out sick 1 week, and then the next week something crazy happened. So it's really nutty. But I'm glad you're back this week.
Mm-hmm.
There was a story about a German war leader stopping the gunfire and running out to help a wounded American. Ooh, that's interesting.
Like that's a World War II story, or what war is Dojo?
I don't know. That's a good question. Dojo, if you have any more information on that, let us know so we can kind of look it up. That's why Mo Biggs is so important in the chat. He brings the truth. That's true, man. Well, I hope all of you guys out there who are sick feel better. I didn't know you guys were dealing with all
stuff's going around.
Yeah, there is. I don't want it. I really don't.
He had a flu going to an ear infection.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah, Dojo says World War II.
Okay, World War II. Interesting. Stopping the gunfire and running out to help a wounded American. Very cool. I said, I was reading another sentence. I will search for it. Thanks. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you guys are feeling better. For sure. Keep it going. Keep it going. So, I have a paintball story of heroism and valor on the field of battle. I love paintball. I haven't played in a long time, but I do love it.
Bancroft's going to be like, there was 5 children, and they were like all 5, but I took them out. It was a miracle.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to look up this German leader. You do stop.
Yeah, think about that. That takes courage too, because you could think in one, he's like, oh, the person's wounded. But even though if someone's wounded, the enemy coming, he might like have tried to shoot and kill that guy coming at him. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. I mean, just because you're helping doesn't mean I'm not going to try to kill you. You know what I mean? Like that's when you're in a war. Yeah. I'm going to kill you because you're probably going to kill me.
Yeah.
Kill or be killed. You can't put German leader in there. It wants to go to like modern politics. So German.
Google's going to give you what they want you to read.
I know. I don't know. I don't know if I can find it. Dojo, if you can find it, that'd be great, man. So we were pinned down on a ridge and the enemy had the high ground. It's getting interesting. I like it. Keep it going. They took Bancroft as a prisoner. He got so desperate he even attempted Russian roulette. He survived.
Oh my gosh.
Caused irreparable swelling of his forehead. That's awesome.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay.
Dude, reading that, I heard him say this. He like I heard him saying out loud, being like, go to Google, search for German soldier saves American. Like you're an idiot. Like, what were you searching? What did you search? Like, what would you put in for the Google search?
I had no idea. I was going German leader, and then it was like gives me all this politics shit that I didn't want to read.
So you just put in the search German leader? What?
Yeah, well, I didn't, because that's what he said, a German war leader, like a German, something like that. It just didn't work out. It was terrible. Okay, let me see something here, though, because
now you're on a list. They think you're searching for Nazism, you white supremacist.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible. Let me see what this does. All right, let me open this image and share it.
Then Mo puts, I probably put in World War II to narrow it down.
Oh man, that's good. So I think this is him. Yeah, that's awesome. Is this Celestial spoilers? No, Murph's on the show. We don't do that. We don't do spoilers with Murph on the show.
Wait, have you
only do that when he's gone?
You probably do. That's why I don't tell you shit no more.
Oh, this is even better. I love when you're back and we can tease you like this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, okay, so this is Lieutenant Friedrich Lingfeld.
Lieutenant Dan.
Friedrich Lingfeld, a Wehrmacht soldier. He was a company commander of the 2nd Company of the 275th Infantry Division's Fusilier Battalion. Fusilier Battalion. I'm chopping this up really bad. During the Battle of Hürtgen Forest, Lingfeld sacrificed his life while trying to save a wounded American soldier who stepped on a landmine. According to the sources, he led a patrol to the American outpost that had not been reoccupied by the U.S. Army. he found an American soldier lying severely wounded in the Wild Sow minefield and appealing for medical aid. Lingfeld, along with his messenger, Hubert Gies, led the American soldier to safety. However, he stepped on a landmine and was mortally wounded. Despite his injuries, he ordered Gies to go to the German machine gunner and tell him not to fire at any Americans who came to rescue the man. The American soldier survived and was rescued by his fellow soldiers. So there you go. Pretty cool story. Very nice. I don't know if I'd say that's a miracle, but it's kind of cool that he was able to do that.
The American who survived thinks it is.
Yeah, he probably thought it was, but but I don't know if we could, I don't know if I'd measure that as a full-on miracle. But
what do you mean? I think it is. Why would they show mercy? What do they give a shit about it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's good that they did show mercy, though. So it's crazy. Don't worry, Murph.
Do you think people under his command was disappointed that they didn't get to kill the guy? Or do you think they're like, man. Oh, yes, I didn't just kill somebody? I don't
think all the Germans were evil just because they did.
No, definitely. No. I mean, It wasn't every German was putting Jews into concentration camps.
Right.
No, of course not. No, but
well, I don't believe that. I think there were some men who were like, yeah, I'm glad we're helping. It feels, because I'm sure it felt terrible to kill all the time, right?
I would think so.
I would think so too. So Mo says, don't worry, Murph. He's definitely not been sharing spoilers while you were away.
Damn it. That's a lot of knots. So I don't know how to take that.
You
know what I mean? Is it mathematically, is it subtraction? Is it multiplication and division? Like, how am I supposed to take those knots? This is tough.
Don't take them at all. Just let it go. Wait till I get a copy of the book from Dirk. We'll deep dive it on BMS because Murph doesn't watch my show. Boom!
That's not true.
Nailed you. Nailed.
I don't watch it live because it's on so late.
Yeah. Well, guys, we got to show spoilers from time to time. It's just got to happen. I tried to use enough knots so Murph would just give up, and he did. See what I mean? He moved on. It's over. You don't have a thing to worry about, Mo.
Oh, damn it. Mo knows me so well.
That's so good. I love it. And the truth is, it doesn't even matter because probably whatever I spoiled, Murph, they don't even remember. I know I don't. That's even better. Don't you think?
I guess.
It is past your bedtime. I know how you are.
I do. I try to go to bed 10:45 to get up early.
Yeah, that's lame. Lame.
Crazy Matt, how am I with replays?
You don't watch them.
Who says that?
You don't watch our replays.
Our replays?
Yeah.
That's not true.
You watch our replays?
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. How often?
I don't. That's a good question. How maybe one a month, probably something like that.
Well, not the one I showed spoilers in, and that's all that matters.
Well, now I'm gonna freaking watch it.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Here we go. So,
crazy.
Did you have any other? I don't know. Did you have any other interesting things to show everybody?
Not to show. Nothing to show.
Okay. Or to share? Because we already went through most of the stories. We've already been doing this for about an hour, and that was most of the content.
I think it's even interesting. A lot of your really good movies kind of have that stuff when it comes to war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always spiritual stuff. Like if you watch the movie, what's that tank movie with Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf?
Fury.
Yeah, that's even a lot. And you would think they would talk about, because you could die any day. So you would be thinking about the afterlife and God and judgment and all that stuff. So yeah, I think war would definitely have that. You know what I mean? There's going to be spirits. Or, hey, I'll tell you this, because, I was raised in Pennsylvania. I've been to Gettysburg at least 3 times, maybe 4, and like you feel like it's an eerie place, man. All those people died on that land. It's like you feel it. Like it's just.
I haven't been in a long time, but I went when I was a teenager, young teenager, and I didn't feel that. It felt. I mean, it was interesting.
Because you don't have a soul, you bastard.
Yes, I'm a cold, sick bastard. Anyway, I didn't feel that, but I've heard a lot of people say that it's very eerie. Yeah, it's got a strange feel, but
a lot of people died there.
I didn't experience that. Yeah, they did, but I did not experience it. Didn't affect me that way.
Were you using drugs at the time, though?
No. Nope. I never do. Look at that. Dojo says, "Hey, I can read that logo." Nice. Woohoo!
Hey,
yes, you can.
With you being HR, did you guys change the policy on marijuana use now that it's legal in Ohio?
Nope, because the federal law still says no, so employers don't really have to go that route.
Oh, well, I was told we're allowed to, just don't come to work impaired. So,
wow, that's really crazy.
Crazy mad.
I mean, well, and the truth is the marijuana legalization, I mean, it's really not done yet. It's not going to happen for 30 days after the election, till 30 days after the election. So we've got a little bit of time. Plus, I'm sure there will be amendments to it. And then it doesn't matter if you get hurt on the job and you're high.
Oh, insurance agencies are going to use, yeah.
They're going to test you. You're going to have it in your system, and then they're going to blame you. And that's the way companies work. So don't be a dumbass. Just don't be a dumbass. Anyway, moving on. Back to the logo. So, Dojo, what do you think? You said you can read the logo, but do you like it? This is going to be our final. So this is the final concept. Bancroft, if you're watching, final concept. And we are not going to redo this. We're going to leave this. We like it. The only difference will be the color job that we're going to put on it, because this is a mock-up. Remember, mock-up. I have to say that several times or people don't get it.
Mock-up.
Mock-up. And it's, so the stone will look more stone-like. It'll have color and light emanating from the runes of the letter.
Yeah, the stones are going to look more like stones.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, the chat kind of had some, you need to highlight, you're behind on the chat.
I'm going, don't worry. So they need to an amendment to legalize crack. That's funny.
Go all the way back up.
Legal in Michigan, but my company still prohibits its use. Huh.
Do you see what Mo told Crazy Matt to put on his show? He says 2 words. Number 1, Ewok. Number 2, adventure.
Yeah, but they're having their own side conversation, so I'm letting them have it. Anyway.
But that's funny.
So it is legal in Michigan, but my company still prohibits its use. Yeah, I mean, federal law still says, so until that changes, employers are not going to change. Just the way it is.
No, definitely.
Not at UPS. They don't even piss test you to get a job. Yeah, they're desperate. They need help. I would go with icy blue letters. Yeah, we're talking about
runes, though. They're supposed to be shiny.
It'll probably have somewhat of a teal. That's, for lack of a better color name, teal coming through the letters a little bit.
Well, what's nice is we can change it based on the story. So there definitely will be a time where there's in a colder area where we'll have ice and stuff on the logo and things like that.
Sure. Murph makes mock-up sound like Pac-Man eating.
Mock-up.
Yes, he does. Yeah. It's been that way for 20 years. I mean, it's kind of interesting with UPS because they were a pretty high-end company for a while. People wanted to work there.
Hey,
they paid.
I see what you did there. They're pretty high. That's a good one, Derek. Pretty high up.
Oh boy.
Like high on drugs.
You should lay off the vape, dude. Lay off.
Get it? I already started the marijuana use, but
it's so weird to me to hear that POs are okay with it, huh? they're okay with you using.
Well, it's funny. All my offenders now are like, "Hey, can I use marijuana?" I'm like, "Dude, you're not allowed to drink alcohol because all of mine are chemical dependency." Like, no, you're not allowed to use marijuana.
But I can. Ah, ha, ha. That's what you should have said. No, but it is weird that you're a PO and they're like, yeah, just toke it up, man. Just don't come to work high.
I can drink.
That's so dumb.
I can get drunk.
Really stupid.
That doesn't stop me, right? I can get drunk and.
I mean, yeah, it all seems kind of weird. They pay very well now, but I buy shitty comics all the time. Yeah. Yeah. See?
Yeah, I was
curse.
Damn it.
I want you to curse your very existence for me doing that. Antisocial dojo. Yeah, no doubt. Sometimes you got to be antisocial to make it work, right, Dean? That's the way it's got to go. No, but anyway, we it's been a lot of fun though. I'm so glad we got to be on here with you guys again.
Hey, no one gave us any bad things about the logo, so
yeah,
I think it's
anything.
It's
some people are like, it needs recolored, and truth is, it's going to be. It's just not,
No, but no one's like, I can't read it. People are like, I don't know what that logo says.
Dookie gets it.
Oh, that's a good nickname. You being called Dookie is awesome.
Dookie, damn.
Dookie.
Hey Dojo, it's good for you. It's just great to see you, man. I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore.
The Dookie got you.
Too funny.
I know where he lives.
Ridiculous.
What reminds him of Domino's? What is he talking about?
So he's very antisocial. I think that's what he means. I don't know. I don't know what he means by Domino's.
I don't know what he means at all.
Oh man. Okay. Well, we had a good stream until Murph. Gosh. And you talk about my spoilers and then you dox the shit out of people. That's not.
I didn't dox you. No one knows where you live.
Oh, he's saying the logo reminds him of Domino's. Okay, I see what you mean. And a lot of people call those bones, though. And if you're playing that, then that's kind of cool. They are
What if
etched.
he meant the Domino's pizza logo?
Oh, what the hell, man? What's wrong with you?
I don't know what the logo is.
Domino's have carved letters in them and carved numbers and stuff in them. So there you go.
Oh, that's a good point.
Kind of hits the same thing.
Bones is a cooler word than Domino's, though.
Oh, yeah.
Bones is cool. It's actually fun. Bones is actually a pretty fun game.
Yeah. Yeah, doxing is the ultimate spoiler, Murph. See what I mean? Hell, Dean. And B-Rose is back. We see him back here. Yeah. So anyway.
B-Rose never answered the question of the week.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, Dean, if you could ride any animal, what would you ride in battle? Mythological or real?
Mythological even.
That's how you pronounce it.
Hey, it's mythological even.
I didn't say it like a nerd. A nerd would say it right, Dookie.
Ooh, Dirk doesn't get excited when he hears that Frank Domino's Bill. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, those aren't the bones we're talking about, man.
Oh, damn.
Anyway.
The bones. The bones.
Great worm red dragon. Ooh. Okay. And B-Rose says a giant phoenix.
Ooh.
All right. We haven't heard from Dean yet, though. What mythological animal would you ride into battle?
Be a regular animal, too. I mean, Crazy Matt was going to ride a bear, which is pretty freaking awesome. Like a bear, that's pretty cool.
Bear's pretty cool. Wyverns are greater than dragons. Ooh.
What are they? Do you know what those are?
I can't remember wyverns. I have to look it up. Because I've heard of wyverns, but I don't remember what they
are. Are those like the Asian dragons where they just are in the air like snakes?
Let me see. Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. So they're like dragonettes is what they're calling them. What the hell?
They're like female dragons?
Hang on. Highly aggressive and more capable of killing an unarmed traveler or damaging an unprotected town. So they look like dragons. They resemble dragons.
So they're kind of like gargoyle dragons?
I don't know. They have 2 legs. Dragons have 4. Let's see.
Oh, so dragons, their wings aren't attached to the arm.
Okay.
Are attached. Right? That's the difference.
Wyverns are attached?
Because they're 2-legged.
Huh. Ooh,
So they have,
if
like,
they can't
arms.
breathe fire, then they can breathe pestilence. They spread
Ooh.
contagious disease wherever they go, and during Europe's Dark Ages, they were blamed for spreading the Black Plague.
Oh, that's really cool.
That is cool. Nice. Dragon with no legs. But I thought it was 2 legs. In Murph's defense, you won't find a more Asian-sounding word than wyvern. Okay, his arms are wings instead of front legs. Right. So there you go. He does have 2 legs, but his front arms are wings.
Oh, so there's actually 6 different types. So there's a wyvern, a dragon, a drake, a worm, but it's a WYRM.
Hey, we just came up with a new IP. Look at this.
What?
George Washington on a wyvern. Just came up with a new IP. There you go. I love it. No, that's too funny. Oh my gosh, you guys. So funny. Damn. Well, all right. So they answered your question now. You happy?
What was my question? Oh yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, they had
God.
better answers than we did.
They did?
Yeah.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. Behemoth is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It's pretty ferocious.
It's cool.
It's I mean, damn, dude. What could take on a behemoth? What do you think? And when?
Aren't they slow though?
President George and the Dragon.
Of
Of course we did. Look, he says, of course we did. I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting thought though, right? Like what animal is actually better than that? Those are pretty good. Wyvern's pretty good.
I didn't realize Drake was an actual different dragon. I thought it was just a different term, but yeah, there's actually 6 different all these things. I always thought they were just dragons, but dragon's a thing in itself.
Yeah.
Instead of the lindworm, the drake, wyvern. That's really interesting. I didn't know any of these.
Let me see what this
makes
is.
you wonder if all these things did exist at one time.
It does. Don't ask Mo if they did.
Why?
Because he'll probably have some kind of funny answer.
Oh.
You won't like it.
I like the idea that they don't spit out fire, they spit out disease. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I like it. Oh, damn. That's a big picture. I gotta go out. There we go. I'll share this one. Share this one. Boom. Look at that. Read the Draconomicon. Gosh, they shouldn't put that word together like that. Draconomicon.
Very cool.
What the hell's a behemoth? I don't think it's real. You said mythological, crazy mad. It's mythological, dude.
No.
It's not like dragons. This dragon is real. What the hell?
I think dragons were real.
I know.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe we should do a show about dragons next week.
Oh boy, here we go. And then what? You don't show up, and then I have to carry the whole show by myself.
Wait, hey, it's Thanksgiving next week, isn't it?
Oh, I could totally not count on you. Oh my God.
Derek, that hurts. That hurts that you can't count on me.
Oh my gosh.
Do we want our next show to be about dragons, or should it be about something about Thanksgiving? Or what about we mix it where what would dragons taste like if we cooked
or
them?
What would they eat at Thanksgiving? That's what we should do. What would dragons eat at Thanksgiving? There's your question of the week, Crazy Mad, for next week. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Behemoth and Leviathan are both mentioned in the Bible. Not sure if you believe, but there it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Behemoth is a biblical creature, mythical, biblical. Wait, what do you mean? A Leviathan is a real mythical creature? Behemoth was also. So, Drake's Giving. Nice. I like that. That's a good one.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
That is a
The
good
dragon
one.
was also mentioned in the Bible, comparing Satan to one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But
unicorns in it too.
I mean, the Behemoth is just talked about this big beast, and they don't go into a lot of detail of what it is.
No, they don't.
It is a biblical animal, a biblical animal. They don't even go into what the Leviathan looked like, to be honest. Right?
Just that it's a water-based creature, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the mythology that came out of that kind of, leaked into other things, and that's why the Leviathan probably had more staying power in mythology than the Behemoth did. But yeah, see, they go into zero detail, and that's what I mean. Like, I don't think we get much on them. So there's been a lot of, I don't know, what would you call that? Yeah, it's a lot of interpretation. They're stealing my question of the week for show content. I better get credit.
That's pretty good.
It is. It's really good. Well, but that's if you want to use it. You don't have to use that. But I like, what would dragons eat for Thanksgiving? That's a great question. I mean, you can't ask what would Murph eat as a dragon on Thanksgiving, because we know that it's corn.
As a dragon, I'd still be eating corn?
Probably. Yeah, you'd have popcorn. Just heat it up.
That's
you'd have popcorn.
Funny.
That is pretty awesome.
Popcorn
in your backyard. That's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I should draw a dragon.
The other night. So the other night it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and so in the backyard they were doing their thing. So there's this huge machine with these lights on, and I'm like, oh my God, that's freaky as hell. Seeing them work in the middle of the night with this big machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you probably thought they were coming to get you, right?
Thought it was an alien. I was like, oh God.
Now you can't hide and eat the corn anymore, Murph. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Did you ask to take a ride in the combine? You don't even know what a combine is, probably.
You don't ask, Derek. You just wait for it to pass, and then you run up behind it and ride it. That's
you just run up behind it.
You sketch the farm equipment like you would cars on skates.
Oh my God.
Sketching, man. That's what you got to do.
You're such a city boy. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, sketching is a city boy thing, isn't it?
Murph can still hide the corn. That's why they call it a cornhole.
That's good. Oh,
I love
my God.
I love it. That's so good. I mean, You've never ridden. You have never ridden. I can't talk right now. You've never ridden in a combine. Have you ever been in anything like that? It's pretty cool.
Why would I get the chance to do that?
Well, I don't know. People have done things in their life.
How many have you ridden?
I mean, a couple. I've been on a couple. Yeah. I mean, sat in there while
Was that because the guy offered you candy or what was going on?
No. I mean, I've been around farms my whole life and then like baling hay, all kinds of shit. You never baled hay. That's what's wrong with you.
I've baled hay, but I didn't ride in any of the machines
baled hay?
while they were doing it.
You actually baled hay?
Yeah.
That's pretty good then. I didn't think you ever did that.
Yeah. It's not fun, I'll tell you that. Didn't I tell you that
it's not fun? I'm going to agree with you on that one.
That there was a church I was helping out the farmer and like his machine broke, so we had to put all the in the tractor he was using, we had to dump the seeds instead of the machine dumping the seeds and then compacting them. And so I had to walk the whole thing. Yeah.
And Crazy Med says you never baled hay.
It helps. Hay sucks because I'm a little allergic to it, like grass. Like when I cut the lawn,
right?
I can depending on how high the grass is. Yeah.
When I was younger, I was never like it's usually straw. That's what we're doing. We're baling straw most of the time, like not hay, not actual hay. But so when we were doing it, I was fine, But then years later, I would go on hay rides, as like a young adult. And dude, I would lose my shit. I would just start sneezing so bad. It was like I could not contain myself. So I don't know what happened over those years, but my allergies definitely developed, completely changed everything.
You've gotten weaker with age.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never been in a combine. Living out here in the sticks is an anathema to me. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way Murph is. I don't believe Murph. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's too fun. Yeah, we used to have they put the straw up in the top of the barn, the hay mound, and we would get ropes and swing into it and jump off. And I remember how high that felt because you're so high up in the barn, right?
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous. It was kind of scary, actually, because you had to be careful not to get close to the edges because you could actually fall. And that was nuts.
Damn kids.
Yeah, no one should ever believe Murph. You're too soft for hay baling.
Now. But not when I was a young man.
Oh, boy. I wonder what the difference would have been to see you as a young man versus now. I wonder what that would look like.
I'll tell you this, young me wouldn't put up with your shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh, shit. I've unloaded hay bales as a youngin'. Okay. Never baled hay. Yeah, I mean, both suck. So whatever, Mo. You did enough. Both of them suck. And I don't care if you wouldn't put up with my shit, because here's what's funny. I put up with your shit every fucking week. So
I know, and you cry about it all the time.
Do I really? All right.
You just are crying about it right now. Just
I could
right
kick
now.
young me's ass.
That's just happened.
No, I ain't crying about it.
That's hilarious. Dojo, if you had a time machine, you'd go back in the past and start beating yourself and be like, make better decisions.
Yeah. I don't know. Young me? Could I do that? Maybe. I'm not sure, though. That's an interesting thought. Ooh, I'm getting tired now. Starting to get done. Hell yes. I don't know if I could do that to the young me. Maybe. Maybe not. Might be an even draw. That's what I think. Very much.
I could definitely kick 10-year-old's ass of me.
Yeah. But what about 20-year-old you?
No.
That's what I mean. I don't think I could either. 20-year-old.
It's crazy though. Now working in corrections though, I do know how to like subdue people and stuff, which
yeah, I mean that's the difference is a few things because you have some wisdom, you have some experience, whereas before you didn't have the experience. So that comes into play.
I'll tell you though, when in your 20s, like when you're on your knees, it don't hurt. Like fuck, man, my knees now, and I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks. So shit like that makes a difference.
Right. Well, look at this. He says young me had a lot less time in the dojo. Right.
Nice.
And
That's
it's
good.
like Dean, he has too soft of hands for hay baling. Right. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's different. My life experiences are different now. So I might be able to kick my young me's ass.
I don't think so. Your family's beating you down. You two boys, they're taking a lot.
Oh,
out
have
of
they?
you. They've weathered you. They've weathered you.
Well, I'm weathered. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Spend less time.
That's pretty funny, Dojo.
Ooh, damn.
Dojo, because of my job, every year we have to go in the training where we're like flipping and subduing people, and that you keep getting keep getting up and going on your knees and stuff. You realize like fuck it, how out of shape you are. It's like just keep getting blown up, and it's like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like in high school, you could take a whole day of that and not be affected. I'm like fucking man.
Oh yeah,
but it is
now
fun,
it's
though.
like 5 minutes
It's fun
and
to
you're
do
already
it.
sore. You know, you do 5 minutes of it now and you're sore the next day. That's the way I am, at least. It's funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, it's bad. But you know, that's why you got to keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stop.
Keep moving. All right, let's call it. We're at 132.
All right. Hey.
That it's hell.
Appreciate everybody coming in this week. Next week we'll be back. I'm not sure if we'll have a guest or not. I've been trying to get some people on the show. We'll see.
Should
if they come on the show,
shouldn't it be a Thanksgiving special?
I don't know, but if we do have a guest on, it's not going to be to shill. It's going to be to hang and have a good time. Just to let you know. So when we start, we're still going to let people on to show their books, but we're not going to do a whole show dedicated to that anymore. I think
we never really
at least
do
for a while.
A whole show to shilling though. That's very
we did.
rare.
We used to, and I don't think
the
it was
whole
that
show.
good. Most of a show, yes. Yeah, we'd let them do it for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. That's a long time.
That's on you. You're the host.
So, yeah, you're not the host at all, are you?
Well, I can't kick you. You'd get kicked a lot if I was the host.
Oh boy. Anyway,
even when I kick, I think kicking is one of the funniest things. Even when you do it to me, I still think it's funny. Like
it is.
It's just hilarious. There's so much power in it. It's just great.
So much power.
It's just so much.
That's funny. Well,
so
I mean,
evil.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't like to kick people except you. You're the only one I love to kick.
Unlimited power.
If you talk dragons, I know stuff.
Okay, we'll talk some dragons. We'll do some dragon research.
Dragons for Thanksgiving. Okay.
I'm thankful for dragons.
What do you call that? Where you stuff a turkey with a dragon with a... I mean, we got to come up with a name for that, right? Like a...
Well, isn't it a turducken when they put a duck in a turkey? Turk dragon. Well, wait, you're putting a turkey in a dragon? Wouldn't you have to put something bigger, like a whale in a dragon?
Put a dragon in a turkey?
It has to be like a baby dragon. That'd be a little...
Oh, that'd be so disgusting. Like a lizard type of deal inside of a dragon. Oh God.
Have you eaten frog?
Turdraken.
Frog. There we go.
No, I do not.
Frog's okay. I would think, probably.
No.
Right? Doesn't alligator probably taste something like frog? Right?
Never had it. I hope I never do. I'm never going to eat frog legs if I can help it.
Yeah.
And yeah, no. Amphibians, lizards. Gah, they're disgusting, man.
Yeah.
Pretty damn disgusting. So
yeah.
Hope I never have to eat them. Whew. Gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it.
The heebie-jeebies.
Heebity jibbity.
We're past Halloween. We're in Christmas season now.
Right. See, he
it
knows,
doesn't really, though, Joe. I find that hard to believe.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to try it. So whatever. But anyway, next week we'll be back. So we hope to see you guys then. It was great seeing you all. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for making us laugh.
Yep. We'll see you later, or we'll see you on another
time.
Murph and Dirk and Dirk and Murph and Dirk and Dirk and